we're going to design and build a hardened window frame for an exterior door. For that, we'll need a plan. And for a plan, we're going to need a design. That's coming up right now. Okay, so today what we're going to work on is we're going to build a window for an exterior door, and what you see here is the dimensions of the window. What I've got is original door window size of around 21 inches by 25. So that's the opening in the door. And there's an old window in there. What we're going to do is there's a window in there that's it's not very secure. Some criminals have broken in on the other side, and it's easy for the criminals to break in on this side as well. So we've got a sliding glass window already in there, and I took out the top and the side of it to measurements, and I got this 21 by 25. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace it with another window, and I've got that window is going to be made of, this is going to be laminated, high strength laminated glass, and it'll be a single piece, and the piece has already been ordered. We have it right here. The window that's going in there will be 20 inches by 24 inches. So there will be 1.5 inch all the way around this window, which will be used to make the frame. So 21 by 25, and then the frame will go out to 23 by 27. So we're going to add 1 inch over the edge of the hole in the door to use that to hold the frame in. Now, as for the design, let's take a look at the design. And what I did on that is just decided about how thick I wanted this to be. I thought a 1/4 inch wasn't going to be enough, and I thought 1/2 inch is just going to be too bulky. And so I opted to take about 3/8 of an inch on either side of the door coming out of it. The door itself is 1 3/4 inches thick, and here's here's sort of an outline of what would be here. And I thought, well, okay, we've got 1/4 inch glass, and that's this right here, where the 1/4 inch glass goes. And I've got this over there. We'll look at that in a minute. And then I'm looking at how to install this thing and how to make it. So I just took some dimensions here. I said, okay, let's make this. It's going to go at least half inch into the window and 1/2 inch below, because there's a 1/2 inch all the way around the door, or all the way around the window that goes to the door, and then a 1/4 inch here. So I just drew something out, and it turns out that this whole business is whatever it is, 1 3/4 plus 3/4, which is about 2.5 inches, I guess. So I mean, the rest was just figuring out what these dimensions are. 3/8 of an inch on either side of this would be a bit of overlap, just to make sure that these two pieces kind of snap together like a pieces of a puzzle. So I want one to overlap on the other like that. And that's what I've got. This one goes in under the other one. And then of course the last thing is to screw these things in together. What do I say? 14 of these. So here is where I have 14 inch screws. 1, 2, 3 on bottom, 3 on top, and 4 on each side. So 14 screws should be enough to keep this thing fairly secure. Now, a piece of laminated glass, when I talked to the people who make the glass or who cut the glass, they said, yeah, this you have to bust it about 10 times to break it open, to be able to break into a house. And so I'm looking at something that's going to have to stand up to that kind of torture if somebody tries to break into the house. Then they've got to smash 10 times. This frame has to hold at least 10 hits. The last little bit is that I have to make these pieces. And to make these pieces, I just broke them into two parts here, and I got all these dimensions. And what we're going to have to do on these dimensions is to figure out a way to cut this. Now this is 2 inches across here, and this is 1 3/4 inch from here to here. Of course, I'll have to cut 4 cuts per piece, and I have 4 pieces. As you can see, these 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then actually I have 8 pieces and 4 cuts per piece. And okay, so there 1 cut here, 1 cut here, 1 cut here, 1 cut here, and then there'll be a 5th cut on each piece for that. That's the 20 cuts there, and then this piece will also be 1 cut here, 1 cut here, 1 cut there, 1 cut there. So it's going to be 4 cuts per piece as well. And then whatever it takes to break it away from the main piece. And then maybe a 5th cut. So probably 6 cuts over here. Now, how are we going to do all these cuts? What we'll do for each one of these cuts, for example, I have a 1 3/8 inch cut right there. Well, how do I do 1 3/8 inch cut? I take my tape measure and I set that blade exactly 1 3/8 inches high. Now as for the glass, well, for the glass, it is laminated. It came in the mail. I ordered, it was $32 to ship it. It costs $42 for the piece of glass itself. And you know, I'm here in Florida, and I shipped this from Washington State. So this piece of glass, if it survived, it's pretty amazing. I mean, it came in this huge box right here, and it was labeled glass. And it was shipped by FedEx, either FedEx or UPS one. I don't know. It might have been FedEx. Brought it all the way here in one piece, and I'm shocked and amazed. They shipped it ground too. So I don't know how this made it. It's 2 inch dimension here. I've got a 2 inch dimension here. So I went down to the lumber store and tried to find some 3x3s or something that I could make these with, and I couldn't. So I made 4x4s. Also, because I am going to be making some 2 inch deep cuts, just so I can get these guys here out. I went out and bought myself a 10 inch blade for the table saw. I mean, the main thing is to figure out what we need, and what we need is all about right here. And we need 27s, 2 27s on each side, and then 2 23 inches on each side. And of course we have a front and a back, an outside, and of course, and an inside. And these are marked outside, inside. So I need, I mean, if I did 27, 23, it's 50, and that's 100 for 100 inches of wood. And of course, all these 4x4s only come in 96 inch pieces, so I'm going to have to buy, well, I bought 2. I can make this with both of these pieces out of the same 4x4 cut. Thanks for watching my program. If you like my videos, be sure and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And for an organized listing of my YouTube videos, go to my website, www.wherearemyplacebos.com, and click on videos. Have a great day.